The fifth entry in the Far Cry series may be the most ambitious one yet. We all know Far Cry 5 is set to take place in America, but some crazy rumors and game details have come out since then. See everything the game has to offer, and the reasons why you may be putting down the gun to spend hours using a fishing pole. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new content. It's now time to enjoy 10 Far Cry rumors that will blow you away. Welcome to Hope County. Hope County, Montana is a fictional area created exclusively for Far Cry 5 and is based on a lot of Montana's landscape and town designs. The picturesque area will look like a living postcard and will serve as the backdrop to the game. The county features several back roads, wooded areas, and parts of nature to explore. It also includes a small town section with stores, bars, and other local hangouts. It feels like a living and breathing county in the heart of America. One of the things that makes Hope County come alive is the release of Far Cry 5 in 4K. Consoles like the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X will support the stunning graphics and completely change the visuals in the game. The PC release should also support 4K graphics. Some of the most impressive parts are the water areas, raging rivers, calm lakes, and small ponds that are scattered throughout Hope County and look like the real thing. Until the game is fully released, there are bound to be numerous aspects of the town that have not been explored by players. Hopefully there are more buildings to enter, homes to go in, and cool places to explore in the wooded areas. The Project at Eden's Gate. The heart of the story in Far Cry 5 involves a religious cult by the name of the Project at Eden's Gate. The cult formed in Hope County and quickly spread as more residents joined. The reason there's such a problem is because it's a militaristic cult with many members openly carrying guns around. It'd be all fine and dandy if they minded their own business, but the cult members are constantly taking citizens and forcing them to convert. Several release cutscenes have shown citizens being taken, forced out with guns, and even dipped into a river for a Project at Eden's Gate baptism. Ubisoft has gone above and beyond, adding details to the cult to make it feel as realistic as possible. This includes creating a bunch of hymns based on the views of the religion and how they label all others as sinners. The symbol for the Project at Eden's Gate can also be found throughout the county and use a custom American flag to represent their group. This type of story has added a lot of depth to the game and will help fill it with a lot of debate and create some crazy moments. The Resistance Specialists. In your battles against the enemies in Far Cry 5, it feels pretty good to know that you're not alone. The main group of people going up against the cult is known as the Resistance. During your missions, you will have multiple assistants to help you get through various missions. A female sniper can help you take down enemies and clear the way for you. Nick is a pilot who can shoot down enemies from above and helps with a lot of tutorials within the game. One of the main specialists you'll likely be calling on a lot is Boomer. Boomer is a dog and very talented one at that. Boomer can be sent out to take on specific enemies and uses more than just his bite. He can steal guns, distract enemies, and unleash a vicious attack if he needs to. You'll likely want to rely on the dog as much as possible because, well, it's just cool to have a dog tag along with you on your adventure missions. He can even walk by your side during casual times or hop into the lake to cool off. The specialist should be available for a majority of the game. It just depends on what mission you're on and what resources are available. Side missions. The main goal of Far Cry 5 is to reclaim areas controlled by the Project at Eden's Gate. By doing this, you will set hostages free and slowly dwindle down the presence of the violent cult. Along with these main mission objectives, the game designers have introduced numerous side missions to create optional challenges. A full list of the side missions is not yet available, but the ones released showcase a number of extra things you can do. In many cases, the side missions will involve rescuing individual citizens that have been captured or held up by gun-wielding enemies. The ones you choose to save or ignore could have an impact on how the storyline progresses and the different achievements you're able to unlock. Some of the missions are simply killing a foe, while others will create huge battles in the streets of Montana. The Far Cry 5 side missions are typically defined by small indicators on the screen and can be activated at any time within the game. Adding these extras really expands the game and the ways it can be played. It allows the gaming experience to truly become your own, and the story doesn't feel completely linear. Montana Animal Life. The developers behind Far Cry 5 brilliantly chose Montana for the game's location. This opened the game up to all types of animal life, and they throw the gauntlet at players. Farm life is huge in Montana, so it's not unusual to see cows, bison, and horses meandering around fields or fenced-in areas. There are numerous wild animals you can encounter as well, with some of the most dangerous being grizzly bears. When you're not hunting down members of the Project at Eden's Gate, it's going to be fun to pick up a hunting rifle and see what type of big game you can snag along the way. Another huge element in the game is the ability to go fishing. When you approach a body of water, there is typically a fishing pole lying around that can replace the gun you're probably carrying. There are numerous different fish you're able to catch, and a number of them will unlock achievements in the game. To keep the fishing experience true to life, random citizens will tell tales of fishing if you decide cast off next to them. If you want, you can spend hours hunting and fishing without even progressing through the regular plot of the game. Ooh, I got one! Custom characters. The Far Cry franchise has a long history of heroes leading the games. This includes Jack Carver, Jason Brody, and Ajay Ghali. For Far Cry 5, the hero is completely different. It could be a male, female, hipster, rebel, or an all-American. This is because it's completely up to you. Far Cry 5 will completely change the way you play as the hero. It's hard to predict how this will tie into the overall storyline of the game, but the customization option can really immerse players into the Far Cry experience. Get ready to see some crazy creations posted on YouTube. Pretty soon we'll see the likes of Ronald McDonald, LeBron James, and Chris Pratt leading the charge in Far Cry 5. Not all of the character creation details have been released, but it should include everything from skin tones, accessories, tattoos, hairstyles, and the outfit you wear. Passing missions and getting through levels will likely give you the chance to unlock more outfits and accessories for your character to use. This also includes things like customized vehicles and weapons to match your character. When online play opens up, the custom character option can create a whole unique world of players teaming up together. Flying high. A lot of Far Cry 5 will take place on the ground. Along with foot combat, the world of Hope County is filled with backcountry vehicles. This includes a wide range of ATVs, trucks, farmer tractors, and large semi-trucks. When you're bored on the ground, you'll also have the option to take to the skies thanks to a pilot friend named Nick. Nick will introduce you to the world of dogfighting in the sky as you battle it out with other planes, and also have the option of shooting enemies below. A majority of the planes are personal planes with limited seating, but you will also get the chance to pilot a helicopter. The flying mechanics and gun battles add a whole new element to Far Cry 5, as long as the play is smooth and efficient and can turn out to be one of the most entertaining parts of the game. The symbol for the project at Eden's Gate is actually an old-style propeller, representing the use of classic airplanes. The Rye and Sons hydroplane is one of the highlights of Flying Beasts. The plane can actually land on water, giving you even more options as you battle through the skies. Father Joseph Seed. The Far Cry franchise has been known for deep and dynamic villains. These characters provide a lot more than just the cliché bad guy found in so many games and movies. This positive trend looks to continue with Far Cry 5 as we're introduced to Father Joseph Seed. Seed is the leader of the prophets at Eden's Gate, and the brief footage we've seen of him has already provided a lot of insight on the character. We're sure he loves to murder and pass his religious feelings on to others, but one of the main clips showcased him leading his church in a rendition of Amazing Grace. This haunting clip showcases Seed's devotion to his beliefs and his willingness to do anything to stand by them. For players looking to learn more about Seed, a lot will be revealed with a special Far Cry book. Entitled Far Cry Absolution, the story focuses on the events which take place just prior to the game. Joseph Seed is a huge factor in the novel, and it will be released a couple of weeks before the game comes out. Along with Seed, the novel will add more details about Hope County, as well as various residents and locations seen in the game. Multiplayer options. The Far Cry series has thrived on single-player stories, but Ubisoft understands the importance of multiplayer options. This is why Far Cry 5 really expanded on the co-op options for the game. Every mission in Far Cry 5 is going to be co-op available. This allows players to join in and assist you on various missions. It can make a huge difference in the open world. This allows you and your co-op partner to explore different areas at the same time. The co-op mode is not local though, so it only works with online play. Far Cry 5 will also have a multiplayer battle mode, allowing teams to take on other teams in Hope County, Montana. The death matches will have a lot of unique elements, including the ability to use planes and big rigs along with other vehicles. Exclusive Season Pass and DLC content will likely include new maps and different multiplayer options like special weapons or rules. Maps may include the vast world or be condensed to certain areas to intensify the gameplay. All of the various modes have not been announced yet, but it may include versions of Capture the Flag or Ultimate Survival modes. Special Edition games. Far Cry 5 will be released on February 27, 2018, but it's not going to be as simple as just going to your local game store and purchasing the game. Ubisoft has gone all out for the release of Far Cry 5, offering more than 3 different versions of the game. Aside from the standard version, players can pick up multiple special editions of the game. If you have an extra couple of $100, then you can spend your dough on the Hope County, Montana edition of the game. The digital portion of this version includes extra missions, stories, gear, weapons, and the full season pass. This also includes exclusive digital upgrades like the Big Game Hunter Pack and the Ace Pilot Pack. This edition also includes a CD version of the soundtrack, a physical map of Hope County, and the Steelbook version of the game. One of the game's best features is the Deer Skull Trophy collectible you can hang right up in your game room. If your budget is a little smaller, you can opt out of the Deer Skull collectible and purchase the gold version of the game with a ton of extra digital content and DLC exclusive like extra levels, characters, and weapons. Wow, there you have it. What part of Far Cry 5 are you most excited about? Are you going to pre-order the game? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to The Gamer so you can stay up to date with all our awesome videos.